Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my foundation, highlight, and contour routine. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. First things first is I'm going to prime my face with the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I just bought this primer the other day. I actually really like it, but I'm just going to get one pump, kind of focus at the middle of my face, and then spread it outwards. I really like this. I really do feel like it helps my foundation to stay looking hydrated throughout the day, which is a big deal for me because I do have dry skin. I like the feel of it. It's got a nice silky feeling, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling dried out like some primers can do. Okay, now we're going to do foundation. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this is in the shade Porcelain. It is the lightest shade, and it still is a little dark on me, so we are going to kind of blend it down on the neck, but I really do like it. It really works for me during the summer. I love this foundation. I just wish it came in a slightly lighter color for winter. But I'm going to use my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge to just apply that. Just dab a little on there and then start applying it. Okay, and I think that's good coverage for me. So now I'm going to go in with my NYX HD Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. This is actually Porcelain. It's actually a little too light for me, but I kind of like it because I do want it to kind of brighten up my under eye area. So it's a little light, but I kind of like the effect that it gives. I really like the formula of this concealer too. And I'm just going to take the pointed end of the Beauty Blender and kind of blend that out. Now quickly we are going to set our under eye area. I'm going to be using the NYX finishing powder in the shade Banana, and I'm going to just use the same Beauty Blender that I used for everything else and just pat that underneath. I feel like that kind of helps to tone down just how stark, kind of white that concealer is, so I really like it. Okay, now for contouring, I tend to use a couple of different products, and I'll kind of show you a couple of options that I really like for fair skin. The one I'm going to be using today is the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. I really like this. I bought it at Kohl's. I think it's very comparable in quality to the other high-end contouring palettes. I haven't tried those yet, but I really do like this. I feel like it blends well. I feel like it works well with my skin tone. I can use either the medium contour or the light contour. Obviously I haven't tried the deep contour because I think that's just way too dark for me, but I can use either the medium or the light. The real difference is that one is a little cooler tone, one's a little warmer tone. I almost like the medium better because it does have a warmer tone, because the cooler tone in the light contour tends to look, tends to look a little muddy on me, and I'm not a big fan of that. Two drugstore products that I also really like to use. One is the NYX High Definition Blush in Taupe. This is $5.99. It's a really good dupe for, or it's a really good contour shade. It's just a nice kind of cool blush color. You can kind of see it on the back of my hand. That works really well as a contour. Again, though it's a cooler shade, I tend to not use it as much as I use this next product. The next one is the Sonia Kashuk Undetectable Cream Bronzer, and this is in the shade Warm Tan. So it is quite warm. It's a nice, just kind of bronzy color. And I know this is a dupe for a Chanel cream bronzer, so it's actually a very nice product. I really love this. You can see I've hit pan. I use this quite a bit, more so during the summer than I do during the winter. I don't know, because I like to look a little more tan. During the winter, I feel like this gives a little, or during the summer, I feel like this gives a little more of that natural, like, tan look. So today I'm going to use the Lorac Pro Contour Palette, and we're going to use the shade the Medium Contour. And this did come with a brush, so I really did like that about this palette compared to like the Anastasia Beverly Hills or the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. For $46, you don't just get the contour palette, you get a brush with it as well, which I really like. You don't get a brush with either the Kat Von D or with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, and they're pretty comparable in price to this. The Kat Von D, I believe, is also $46, and you get no brush. And I think the Anastasia one is $40, and there's no brush. But I'm just going to use the brush that came with it. Again, I use a couple of different brushes. Sometimes I'll either use a, I think this is from Crown Brush. I'll either use this kind of pointed, or this kind of blush brush. It's just a more focused, smaller blush brush, or I'll use this nice kind of flat contour brush. But I'm going to use the contour brush today. And we're going to go in and get just a little bit of the medium contour color. Make the face. And then just blend it out. Not planning on doing such a heavy contour, but these things happen. And that's pretty much it. There's really, a lot of people ask for contouring tutorials, but there's really not a lot to it. I guess if you can find where your cheekbone is, which usually it lines up with the top of your, where the top of your ear goes to your jaw. If you draw a line, it really kind of usually lines up right in there. It's really, there's not a lot to it. It's not very difficult. It does take a little bit of practice to get it looking natural. I'm by no means perfect at it, or I really don't contour a lot, so I don't consider myself a pro at contouring. But there's really not a lot to it. Just stick with it. You can do it. It's not difficult. I promise you can do it. And just keep practicing and don't give up. That's the best advice I can give for contouring, I guess. So now I'm going to apply my blush. I'm going to be using Melba by MAC. And this is just going to go right above where that contour is and on the apples of my cheeks. And for my highlight, I'm going to be using Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca. This is my absolute favorite highlight for fair skin. I love it. I think a very close dupe to it is another one of my favorites is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. That one's also very pretty. And there is a Wet n Wild Fergie Collection Illuminator. I don't remember which one it is. That's actually a very close dupe for this. I'm on the hunt for it, so the next time I find it, I'm going to buy it, so we have that dupe to compare those two, or this to. And I'm just going to take this right on the top of my cheeks. What?
I'm going to take a bath.
Okay. And then I'm also going to use a pencil brush, and I'm going to use this on the inner corners of my eyes as well. I'm going to finish my mascara and my lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that is it for my foundation and contour and highlight routine. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave me some comments down below. If you want to see this full look, also leave me a comment down below. I think it's probably going to be my next tutorial because I really like this look and it's kind of been my go-to lately. So as always, take care of yourselves and I'll see you next time. Bye!